Hi, I'm William Tenholder, and I welcome you to my Masters 7000 series, which I've dedicated to the new, modern, innovative openings. And this is one that I played recently, in fact, just yesterday. This is a very wild game, and this is using the Reti opening in combination with the H4 pawn. Wow. So we're going to go at kind of blitz speed here so that we can see that it is the Reti with the two knights opening, and we can see that black has a very passive response. We're going to go with d4 because I would like to see what do they want to do next, right? So we're going to go at speed here, and we can see that they have a pretty traditional opening, and it's not quite a Caro-Kann. It's a pretty defensive structure. However, we jump in, right? We jump in with the knight. And so the h4 pawn allows you to get the quick jump. Not putting any pawns out except the h4 pawn. So it's a wild game. We're going to do this at good speed here. Yes, yes. You saw it. There it is. Has it been done before? Maybe not very often. It is the sacrifice, and taking the f7 pawn, the king has to take. So look at that. It's just beautiful, and it turns into be a wild, wild game because of this. It just makes chess interesting when you do new and innovative things like this. I hope some of you will try it. Please have the courage to do innovative chess openings. As I'm very inspired by Magnus, Hikaru, Levy, Kaspa Chess. Kaspa is amazing. He's coming up with great openings, openings and traps. So we're going to go ahead at speed, and we're going to see how we just have the boldest of attacks. The G pawn is already up to the G5 square. And what are they going to do? So they come in with the knight. We move over the rook. They take, and guess what, folks? There's a fork. Check on the king, and we take the knight. Now it's looking very good for white. They bring in the other knight because they want a piece of the action. They're looking at the C2 pawn, right? For the fork. So it's a game of forks and knives, really. Forks and knives. I guess that's what we'll call it, forks and knives. So here comes the knife, right? And they're saying, maybe you just lost your queen. And I said, maybe not so fast. And now I calculated this. I saw that they would be taking the C pawn with the fork, but I had a plan. And here's the plan. Move over, and then see what they do. And I had a suspicion they would attack my queen, and thinking, then take my rook. However, check on the king, and check on the king. And now the king has to move. We just gained 2 tempos, right? Take the knight. Beautiful. We just really equalized, and it is a very, very wild game. It's just never played anything quite like this. But I've been playing for over 55 years. In fact, I'm in my 66th year, and had a lot of fun on my 65th birthday, winning 4 games in a row. So this is just a wild, fun game. It's not a competition, but we're always trying to do something that's interesting, fun in chess. Magnus is definitely pushing that, trying to take every opportunity to win with every possible opening. By now he's won with more than 50 different openings. And now we can see the predicament that white is in is underdeveloped. What is the solution? We have some advantages. Advanced pawn, but we're all blocked in. So what can we do to actually take advantage of this situation? Well, that's the move. You protect your golden passed. Well, it's not a passed pawn, but it's one of your treasures, right? And then they want to stop the bishop from coming in and doing any damage. And we simply start to move up. We want to go at blitz speed here. We start to move up and watch. Wow. Yeah, that's worth... This position is pretty cool. Very cool. Because they do have threats. And we have to get untangled. But we're well defended. The bishops are doing a great job here. So now we do a sacrifice. Because they've got this little maneuver with the bishop and the pawn, and their discovered attack on the rook. So now I came up with, go ahead, take my rook, and I have a passed pawn. And how are you going to stop it? And I calculated that actually the best thing for me to do was stop their passed pawn, and it worked. So I take their passed pawn, and then how do you win from this position? Let me show you. It's pretty interesting. Yes, you can see it. I calculated that they would want to protect the A7 square. Fork. King fork on the bishop and rook. They say, well, check. I took, and they figure they've stopped the threat. However, have they? Now, it's a moment, a critical moment. What are they going to do? So they side slip, and we force the trade here. Force trade, knowing that we can gobble up these pawns. And at the same time, we defend this square. So folks, that is where they realized it's over. What a brilliant, fun, wild, exciting game. That's the beauty of chess. That's a 1 in a trillion game. 1 in a trillion. You'll never see another one like that. I'm William Tenholder, and I love chess.